The worst place ever, though, is always at the airport. The like where you go to wash your hands and the sensor just doesn't work, and you're like, and you got like 5 guys at 5 different sinks, and only 2 of them are working. The rest of them are over there going, "Hey, like how close do I have?" And then it'll turn on. You're like, "Okay," and then it turns off. You move your hand so you can actually get water in your hand, and then it turns off. You're like,
right. Yes, I
took me 5 minutes to wash my hands.
Automatic sensors,
like. You would think, because they started those like 20 years ago, right? Like you would think that we could get those better by now.
They haven't gotten better.
They have not gotten any better. Just like Siri has not gotten any better, these automatic sensors for water to wash your hands have not gotten any better. Hey everybody, welcome to today's episode of the TexTenn podcast. I'm Keith and I've got the wonderful Clay Blair with me.
Hi everybody.
So I just want to, I know I just said this to you, but I want to say it to everybody, 15 people that listen to this. You have had your audio working correctly for 4 weeks in a row, which is a record.
Anymore.
It's a record.
I even knew how to fix my camera issue just now. Just unplug it, plug
terrifying
it back
to me. That's actually terrifying to me. Because every time I come on, I have a little bit of anxiety about are we going to be able to do this? Are we not going to be able to do this? We're going to have to reschedule. And then you messed with me today, acting like you couldn't. I'm like, oh, here we go. God, not today. So that was funny. But congratulations, man. Technology is not kicking your butt anymore. I like it.
No, I would think this is old hat now. As long as those lights are on over there and
you're good.
That thing is blue, not green, then
good to go.
Then we're good. Yeah.
So do you actually know how to do this, or is it Kate doing it before you get in there?
No, she doesn't touch anything anymore.
I'll text her and make
sure.
But
last time it didn't work, she had unplugged it and I had to figure that out.
Interesting. That's really interesting. Yeah, you sound a little bit different today. I don't know. I don't know. Sounds good. Microphone's good or something. So the setup is working well, sir. It's working well. So tell me, what happened this week? What do you got?
We'll start with the funny story. And this, I've told this story a couple times, and Jamie has told this story several times. And it's, do you remember several years ago, there was the thing about what color,
yep.
what color a dress is. Do you remember
something.
that? And it was either
like gray or green or
you knew as soon as you knew,
it was
as soon as you saw it, you knew what your decision was, right?
Yeah.
Well, I kind of relate this to that. So Jamie had to go to a FedEx store the other day. She was dropping something off for her boss to get printed. She dropped it off on Friday and everything was fine at the FedEx store. Dropped her stuff off, left. They called her, I think, maybe Monday, maybe Tuesday, that whatever she was getting printed was ready. And so she walks back in there. And everything is fine at the FedEx store, except the girl that she dealt with on Friday was now wearing a sling on her left arm. And Jamie said there were several people in front of her. And somebody asked her, what happened? What happened to your arm? And the girl said, I don't know. Something is, I maybe dislocated my elbow, maybe broke my arm. I don't know.
Jeez.
And then Jamie says, well, are you left-handed or right-handed? And the girl says, well, I'm right-handed. And Jamie says, well, that's good. That's not going to impede you in any real manner.
Sure.
The girl says, yeah, but I'm a left-handed driver. So
what?
She's a left-handed driver.
What does that mean?
Well, think about it. And I too am a left-handed driver. If I'm just driving with one arm, I've got my left hand up, my right arm is on the console.
But you don't switch back and forth?
Yeah, maybe, very rarely.
Interesting.
It's not enough that I would say that I'm really disappointed in having a dislocated elbow because I'm a left-handed driver, but I actually do. I actually get what she's saying. Jamie and the other people in the store thought that was the weirdest thing ever, that somebody would say I'm a left-handed driver.
I agree.
So the next morning I came here and told Kate and Ron the same story, and Kate was like, no, that is crazy. No. And Ron agreed with me. Yeah, no, it's a thing.
No, it's not. It's not a thing.
I think it's
Clay,
a thing.
I drive to San Antonio or Austin or Houston every single weekend. I drive lots of miles.
I get it. Me too.
I don't just, so what happens for me is like, I'm sitting there for a long time and my butt starts to hurt. So I have to like shift a little bit. So like when I shift this way, I go left. And then when I shift this way, I go with the right hand. But like, no.
Okay. I think predominantly
driver.
I'm console on my right arm and
well, it's because you only drive like 3 miles to work and back.
No, I drive hundreds of miles.
Oh, that's right. You do drive a lot.
Yeah.
You're weird.
I don't think so.
You're weird. Okay, we need a poll. We need to put a poll on social media. So May,
think about, does that surprise you or do you get it?
No. So May, when you watch this, I want you to get with Joanne and you guys create a poll, and we're going to put a poll on social media, and all 3 people that see it are going to answer it. It's not. I will actually share that.
Driver.
I will share that because that's not a real thing. You're making it up.
I think
it's just weird. You're a weirdo.
And again, Jamie's told the story a couple of times to different people throughout the week, and she has had the same reaction that you and I are having. I get it.
So no. So does Jamie think it's a real thing?
No, she thought it was crazy.
She's smart.
Hey, whatever.
Because that's insane. This is coming from the guy, though, that doesn't put his phone on D&D. So, like, you just can't take a whole lot seriously after that, right? If somebody told me they were a left-handed driver, I would have just looked at them and been like, I wouldn't have said anything because they're a stranger, but I've been like, what? Like, what does that mean?
I don't know where the FedEx store is that she went to, but.
Well, now I need to go talk. Do you think we can get that girl on the podcast and interview her?
Maybe.
Because that's weird, bro. Like, that's just weird.
I get it.
Left-handed driver. Like,
left-handed driver.
Like, Kate. So Ronnie's also weird is what you're telling me.
Here's the other thing that, I've driven I drove 2 different standard vehicles for probably a total of 20 years.
Sure.
And so that's part of it,
left-handed then.
And somebody in the FedEx store asked the girl, "Oh, well, are you driving a standard vehicle?" No.
She probably don't know how to drive a standard vehicle.
Wouldn't know where to begin.
So, but okay. So when I went to South Africa and Zimbabwe, you have to shift with your left hand. I didn't have a problem with that because I'm not a left-handed driver. Like, what would I do? Be like, come on.
I've never had to do that, but I would.
Well, let's go to Zimbabwe and see if you can pull it off.
I would think I could pull that off.
See? So, I mean, you can drive with your right hand. You're not a left-handed driver. We're going to get a camera in there and watch you while you drive around, dropping off tractors somewhere. It would be comical to watch that, actually. There could be some good stuff that would come out of that. That's weird, man. That's just weird. Sorry. Yeah. So we're going to do a poll. Like, I'll put that out personally because I want to know who in my life is a psycho. Like, I need to know this information. God, that's hysterical. Oh man. Okay. So my funny story for the week. So I'm going to coach basketball again for Graham and Annabelle. And it's just this Flower Bluff Rec League. Trying to get a bunch of girls together to play in the boys league, and was going to put Graham on the team. He's like, I don't want to play with a bunch of girls. I don't want to do it. I don't want to play with a bunch of girls. I want to play with boys. I said, okay, I'll get a boys team together for you, but we'll practice together because I'm not doing 2 practices. Like I'll coach separate games, but I'm not going to do separate practices. So we're on the phone so he and I are driving to practice, and then Annabelle and Deanna are driving somewhere else in a different direction to practice. And we're talking on the phone about this. So then Deanna's like, well, I mean, we'll just get some of your baseball team. We'll see if they want to play. He's like, oh, no, they're terrible at basketball. So she starts naming kids off. No, gosh, no, they're terrible. And then he goes, wait a minute. I think all my friends are terrible at basketball. And she's like, well, why does it matter? Just play. He goes, there's no way in the world that I'm going to play against Annabelle's team of all girls and get beat. I will never live that down. There's 0% chance.
Not even
He's
putting it out there.
he actually said, when I'm 30 years old, she'll still be rubbing it in my face
saying, remember
that her team beat my team.
remember
Like this kid, this little 11-year-old boy is like, nope, 30-year-old me is not going to be dealing with that. There's 0% chance. And the thing is he's right, because she's really good, but also like all of his friends not good at basketball. Her friends are freaking awesome at basketball, so they would wax the floor. I mean, it would be, of course, they're a year older, but they would wax the floor with the boys.
I don't guess I blame him.
Yeah, I don't either. Like, I was like, when I thought about it like that, he goes, no, I'd rather play on a girls team. I was like, no, it's not a big deal. He goes, I would rather play with a bunch of girls than get beat by a bunch of girls. Period. Fair. It's fair.
Okay.
Like, good God. So yeah, so it looks like I'm just doing one team, because yeah, Graham nixed that pretty quick. But he's a funny dude, man. He's back to trying to sell his 3D stuff again, because he stopped last week, but now he's back again. Like, so when you go to the arcade and they have those big, like, side by side, the basketball shooting things, like with the cage over the top of them. Okay, so have you ever done like the little desk version of those, like where you shoot it?
No.
Okay, so like we had one. I don't know what happened to it, but we had one. We all used to play it a lot, and then eventually all the little balls get lost, and you can't play anymore because you don't have any balls. So he found a 3D printed version of this thing. He goes, "Hey, can we make this? I want to play it." Okay, cool. And then if it comes out good, I want to try to sell them. Okay, cool. 3 days later, we are still printing this thing.
I was gonna say, it's still printing it, like currently.
So it's 8 different plates, because there's so many pieces that go into this thing that it's 8 different prints that you have to do to put this together. So it's doing the last one right now because it got stuck last night. The filament got stuck, so it didn't go through. But I was like, how are we going to put this thing together? Like, there's so many pieces, like, and there's not really good instructions. So this is going to be one of those, like, figure it out. But he's like, yeah, but if I can make this, like, I can sell this to all my friends. Like, I was like, how much are you going to sell it for? It took 3 days to print the dang thing. Like, good God.
I was going to say, I bet that was very disappointing when y'all all ran in to look at what it did overnight and it had stopped.
Well, so he didn't tell me like what we were doing. So I thought this was going to be like 1 or 2 print. So he prints the first print and it's like one of 4 pieces or 5 pieces of the cage that goes around it to keep the balls inside. And I was like, wait, what are we printing here? Like, what are we doing? He's like, oh, well, we just have 8 plates. Or maybe it's 9 plates. We have 8 more plates to do. And I'm like, oh my gosh, Graham. Man. Like, oh my gosh. So yeah, he was wanting to try to put it together this morning, and he goes in, and somehow the filament got like wrapped around itself and it wouldn't go. So he's like, oh, I was like, we'll do it tonight, bro. Like, it's going to take hours anyway. We'll figure this thing out. There's like 60 parts. Like, I don't know what we're going to do with this. So should be
on a schedule. I've already promised these things.
Yeah. These are already sold, Dad. Like, but you have to put the basketballs together too. You have to glue the basketballs together. I'm like, okay, like it seems like this is going to be a dad thing to do, not a Graham thing. Because if Graham puts them together, they'll be all like cockeyed and who knows. So this should be interesting. I'll report back. But yeah, I mean we're back in selling mode. So who knows what's about to happen here? I don't know. Speaking of selling mode, U.S. government's back in action, huh?
Yeah. I think I'm glad of that. I was surprised yesterday, with it being back open. I was surprised to see the stock market at minus 700. I think is what it was.
Really far down, right?
Yeah,
I didn't actually pay attention to what happened, but
really kind of surprised at that. And I don't know. I follow that enough to know when it's up, when it's down. I don't know
what's driving it.
Yeah.
I
thought that was weird.
I thought things were going to get better as well. It's interesting though, because what are they going back to vote on now? Like the tax, like the basically helping Affordable Care Act, Obamacare more.
Obamacare. Yeah.
So
which is a disaster. I'm dealing with whether or not what plan to renew with right now, and I don't know. It's all so expensive, and I don't use it.
Well, it's because you're healthy. You're still young-ish and healthy,
except for my hip. My hip hurts.
Why? Is it from pickleball?
No, because we haven't played in a little bit.
Why?
Jeff's still hurt. Jamie's hurt.
Jeff's hurt?
Yeah, he's pulled his calf again.
Is he just too old? Is this the problem?
No, I'll never say that.
Oh, okay. Are you older than him? Okay, well, that's good. How did Jamie hurt herself?
She's got a bad foot. She's somehow tweaked a bone in her foot or something.
So you guys are just trying to keep the doctors out in Cal Island?
I guess. Of course, again, I pay all this insurance money.
You never use it. Yeah.
Never use it. What's the point?
Yep. But as soon as you don't have it, like you get in a car wreck and you have to have it.
I know.
Right?
I know.
Yeah. Absolutely. No, I mean, insurance is a scam just in general.
I think so.
Because then if you do actually use it, then your rates next year would be so unaffordable that you can't use it. Right? Like you can't afford it. It's interesting. So we were on Obamacare when we first moved here, when they still had the penalty. Like, they would fine you like 6% of your income or something like that.
Right.
So we had to get on it because our, we didn't have a job when we first moved down here. Didn't know what the heck exactly what we were going to do. So we had to get Obamacare or pay the fine. I wasn't going to pay the fine. And then like the next year, it went like my monthly payment was going to be like $1,800 with a $25,000 deductible per person. So it's like, it was $25,000 per person deductible with $1,800 a month. And I was like, how's that even close to affordable? So basically, if I don't stay in the hospital overnight, then the insurance will never even kick in. And even when it did kick in at $25,000, it was still 80-20. Like I still had to pay 20%. And it's like, well, good gosh. I mean, at that point, like if we all get in a wreck, like I'm, hundreds of thousands of dollars in just for, even if it wasn't a bad wreck, like good gosh, how's that affordable? I mean, the whole thing was a scam, and now they're trying to scam it to like keep these subsidies there. How about you give us small business owners subsidies on our health insurance? Because good gosh, I mean, at least we're employing people, right? Like we're helping the economy go around. Help me out. It's freaking nuts, man.
I agree.
The whole thing's a scam. So the question is will the Republicans cave and do it?
I don't know. I mean,
I hope not.
As mad as Trump acts about how bad Obamacare is, hopefully
we don't do anything. But we don't really do anything.
I mean, we haven't done anything in when did that start? In 12?
Yep. 14, I think.
13 years ago? 11 something?
It's been over a decade. And we've done nothing to make it better because it can't be better because it was supposed to be a slide into socialized healthcare. But then if you look at all these other nations out there, like they'll tell you it doesn't work because they're taking 55% of their income, and then you wait. Like look at Canada. We had an employee that was in Canada. He would sit there, he would go to the emergency room like was something major wrong, and they just give him aspirin and say, hey, if it hasn't stopped in a week, come back. Like if you need an actual surgery, like it's an emergency, maybe they do it. But if it's not an emergency, we'll get back with this in like 4 months. Maybe we can work you in then. It's nuts because again, like you have a doctor shortage because there's, the doctors are capped on what they can actually make. So like, well, heck, I don't want to spend all that money to go to med school just to have the government tell me how much I can make.
Right.
The whole thing just doesn't work. But then again, our system doesn't work because heck, you can walk into a freaking hospital and have no idea what you're going to pay for anything. I need to get a CAT scan.
Right.
How much is that going to cost? I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, it might cost $500. It might cost $50,000. I don't know.
Guy I was listening to on the radio the other day said when they were about to have a baby, he was going to pay cash and went to several different hospitals and would ask them, okay, how much is this glamorous room that you're trying to sell me? Well, we don't know. And he said, I went to 5 different hospitals and they're all touting how great the room is. Nobody could tell me how much it was going to cost.
Yep. 100%. So, Trump put something in the first time he was in office that was supposed to make it so they had to like tell you how much stuff costs. Like it had to be clear and obvious what different procedures and stuff costs. Nothing ever happened, I don't think. I mean, if you're in the hospital industry, let me know. But I don't think anything ever came of that. It's disappointing.
I agree.
And then prescription medications, the fact that I can go over to Canada and buy a prescription over there for, 25% of what it costs in the United States, or I can go to Mexico and get it, and it's the exact same maker. It's just they know that Americans will pay more, and we've got this elaborate insurance scam that happens, and there's these middlemen that like get to price what it's actually going to cost. It used to be illegal for a Trump did fix this. It used to be illegal for a pharmacist to say, hey, if you use your insurance card, it's going to cost you $20, but if you pay cash, it'll cost you $15. It was illegal for them to say that, like, hey, I can save you money if you just pay cash, because of the middleman, wanting to make his cut on the money. It was illegal because, again, it's all political. It's just who has enough money to pay.
Mm-hmm.
It's nuts.
I'm glad I don't deal with this a lot. I just pay my friggin' expensive monthly insurance program and do it again the next month.
Yep.
It's frustrating.
It's extremely frustrating. I try not to think about it because then it just gets me worked up. I get worked up about a lot of political stuff though, apparently. So I just try not to think about it. Speaking of, so you're running for District 1, I heard, for Corpus Christi?
I don't know that. No, I didn't know that.
No,
news
that's what I heard.
No,
that's news to you. That's interesting.
Somebody might want to clue me in. I didn't know anything about that.
Spoiler alert. I just did. There you go. Now you know.
I don't want to.
It's all right. Like, we all have to do things we don't want to do, right?
You don't.
Yeah, you do. I didn't want, to be clear, I did not.
Things I don't want to do, guess what? I would say 100% of the things I don't want to do, I don't do.
Clay, for the betterment of the world of Corpus Christi, I need you to take one for the team. Just take one for the team. It's only 2 years.
I think it's too late to file for.
Spoiler alert, it's not, because it's November of 2026 that you're running, big guy. Hate to tell you, you're in. So anyway, this is your notice. This is I guess this is your official launch of your campaign. Yeah, this is your announcement. Like, it'll come out next Tuesday.
Stock in this.
Yeah. I didn't want to take Annabelle to practice last night because she didn't get done until 9:30, but I did it. You don't want to run for city council, but you're going to do it. It's the same thing. It's basically the same thing. It's fine. It really is. Jamie is all for it. That's what I think she said. I think. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I didn't ask her. Yeah, I don't think I asked her. But I'm sure she's going to be behind it. Like,
that Tim Tebow thing that you sent this morning, I don't know if I watched it when I got here.
Mm-hmm.
What a great story. I don't know that it would have changed her mind.
And so I was expecting her to respond. She didn't. I was like, I mean, that you can't be angry. Like, I don't want to out.
She may have just saw his name and
just didn't watch it. Yeah. Like, I don't want to out why she doesn't like him, because that's not my. You can if you want to. I'm not in a relationship with her, but yeah. Like, I thought maybe that might change.
I doubt it.
You don't think so? No chance.
So.
I'll text her and see what she thought.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, do you listen to podcasts, right?
Yeah.
Like while you're driving?
Yeah. It depends on what time it is. And actually, I guess I listen to them at night when I'm getting ready to shut it down, is when I typically will listen to something.
I always listen to it first thing in the morning. Like, if I'm going to listen to a podcast, that's interesting.
And I'll kick one of the radio shows on in the morning. I'm always listening to something, whether it is a podcast or not. It doesn't matter. I'm always listening to something.
Gotcha. So I heard that the latest Elon Musk, Joe Rogan podcast is a must listen. I haven't listened to it yet.
Oh, they did it again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Deanna said it was amazing. You have to listen. But also this George Janko, the guy I sent you that was interviewing Tim Tebow, you should go listen to some of his podcasts. The guy is great. He's fantastic. So he actually started off with Logan Paul and Jake Paul, the Paul brothers. He was like one of their little sidekicks before, and then they had some sort of falling out. And I mean, he's like, I don't know what he's a comedian. Like, he does stand-up comedy. He was in Austin or San Antonio back in October. But his podcast is just fantastic. Like, I mean, he's a very outspoken Christian, like very much just like tells, he'll preach the gospel in the middle of his podcast, which I think is fantastic. But I mean, he's just, I don't know. He's very deep for as young as what he is, because he's got to be only like 32, 33 years old. But he's just very mature, very deep for his age, and just get some really good guests on, like really good guests. Like, do you know Jordan Peterson? You familiar with him? He's the guy who he had to go to. He's from Canada, lives in Canada, and he had to go to like reform school or something like that because he got in trouble for saying something on social media. Because they don't have freedom of speech in Canada, so they made him go to or they were telling him that he was going to have to go to school, and like they were going to, a re-education is basically what it was, to educate him on what was appropriate and what was not appropriate to say in public. He said, that's cool. But to be clear, I'm going to because he has his own podcast. He's like, I'm going to podcast all about it and like tell people across the world what this is like. So feel free to try to make me do it. So
let's go.
I'm pretty sure they backed off because it's like, yeah, I don't know that we want to do that. Because I mean, he has a very, very big following across the world. But he gets people like him on. Like he's had some recently some really, really big guests on. I mean, Tim Tebow. I mean, I know Jamie doesn't think he's a big guest, but I mean, he does have.
I think she agrees he's a big guest. She just doesn't.
She just responded and said no comment. Like, didn't move the needle at all. Like, that's interesting. Anyway, yeah, you should check it out. Just listen, go through and just look at his list of like some of the people you won't know, but like there's some pretty good ones.
You mentioned the Paul brothers just a minute ago. Jake and Logan, I think
that's their names. Yeah.
Jake, it sounds right. I don't know anything about them other than
one of the boxes.
One of them boxes, one of them do both box, one of them maybe MMA.
Oh, I don't know. I know nothing about them. They have an energy drink or something that my kids tried to Prime, and they tried to drink, and I'm like, I'm not paying for that.
That's what I was going to ask you is, are they, do you like them? Do you not like them? I don't know
anything about them one way or the other. I just know that they have that Prime drink that my kids wanted there for a little bit, and it was like the most expensive Gatorade in the world. And I'm like, yeah, we're not doing that. Sorry. Like, I don't care that everybody else is doing it. Everybody else is drinking it. I don't care. Sorry.
That's what we ain't.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just not paying for it. They're like, well, I'll pay for it. I'm like, you're not spending money that I gave you on that. It's just not a thing. So.
How did you feel about, have you looked at the playoff rankings?
No, because we're not in it.
I was
going to say,
guys are, I think. I doubt that you even care anymore.
You guys are, but you guys are going to get beat this week, right?
By Georgia?
You don't think so?
Nah.
They're looking pretty good,
At
man.
Georgia?
Yeah. Nah. You don't think so?
Ones aren't getting beat. No.
Okay.
I'm very hopeful that
okay. So you're not confident, you're hopeful. Okay.
No, I don't have a lot of confidence.
Okay.
Do you know the answer to this? When the talking heads, me and you are talking heads now, by the way. Look at us.
Ooh, we are. Like, I mean, for at least 15 people, but yeah.
Yeah. When they're talking about the Power 5 conferences and the Group 4 conferences, I think I know that the Power 5 is the big conferences, the SEC, the ACC, the Big 12, the Big 10. Who am I leaving out?
So you got ACC, Big 10, Big 12, SEC.
Is the Pac?
Well, but the Pac-12 is not. Well, the Pac-12 doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, so it would have been the Pac-12. So I guess it's just 4 now.
We're just going to call that that is the Power 5, right?
Sure.
What is the Group of 4? What is that?
I don't have a clue.
You don't?
What is the Group of 4 in college football?
It's Group of 4 that slides in their best team into that number 12 spot.
Okay, so this says the Group of 4 in college football most often refers to the 4 highest ranked teams who receive the first round bye in the expanded 12-team playoff. There you go. So that's who's going to get the bye.
Oh, okay. Okay. Then what is where does this 12th team come from? Like it's Memphis, I think, was who they had slotted in.
See, that's what is so stupid about like your guarantee. Like that drives me nuts.
Here we go.
Somebody's gonna get screwed.
We want the best 12 teams, but
you guys would be out. Right?
Not this week because they moved to 10.
Yeah, but I think it's not the actual top 10, because if somebody wins their division or something, or their conference that's not supposed to, they get in and it throws everything off, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So
fine.
then you guys would be the first ones out, or like one of the first ones out.
I don't know that I agree with that, but somebody is going to be the first one out. Whoever is actually ranked 12th gets slid out by this team that may be 20 something. Why are we doing that?
Because we have to be fair.
No, we don't.
But we do.
Again, things that you don't want to do, you don't have to do it. I think that's garbage.
I agree, because Tennessee got kicked out one year because of it.
I think last year.
Yeah, we got kicked out because of it. Which, because we were the top, and they were like, "Oh, but this team that wasn't supposed to won, so sorry, you suck."
Yeah,
sucks.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. But
if you guys beat Georgia, you'll move up. Obviously.
Yeah, no problem. It's gotta beat Georgia.
Do we? I mean, it's super easy. Like we didn't do it, but it's super easy. I hear. Alabama did it. Can't be that hard.
Yeah, Alabama did
it. So how's your boy doing? How's Arch doing? Have you talked to him?
No, but I'm hoping that we had a week off and everybody's healthy. The whole team is healthy.
Sure.
Now, they sent out the injury report. There wasn't a single person on it.
Oh, there you go. That's good.
So
since he's not injured, he's going to not do the weird passes he does?
No, you can do the weird passes. Just make sure you
complete them.
Yeah.
Okay. So what time is that game? I think I might actually be able to watch it.
6:30. 6:30. It's a night game.
So I literally, as we were getting on here, I got a text that said, "Hey, I know the 3:00 game in Austin that we're supposed to have tomorrow is not actually at 3:00 anymore. They just rescheduled to 1. So that actually works out. So I think I'll be able to watch it, because I'll be able to get back to San Antonio in time. So I might actually get to watch some college football tomorrow. It'd be great.
I was thinking about that. We talk about it. You rarely get to watch.
Yeah.
I rarely get to watch it.
Tennessee's playing like New Mexico State or something tomorrow for their homecoming. So
yes, I agree.
That'll be at like 11 o'clock. So I'll be able to like listen to it on the drive up. But yeah, no, I'll be able to actually watch that game. I'd like to actually go out somewhere. See, I mean, obviously I don't drink, but like go to some sports bar where they have a bunch of TVs and do it right. That'll be fun. I mean, I don't know who I'm cheering for though, because it's hard for me to cheer for Texas. No, I'm sorry. I apologize.
Cheer for Georgia then.
I don't like Georgia. It's a problem. And the biggest problem when it comes to stuff like this with college football is that we can't get a tie. Like, I think ties are stupid in the NFL, but I wish that we could have them in college. So, like,
you want a tie?
Oh yeah, so that way neither one of you could win. That'd be great.
Oh,
that would, like, as a fan who doesn't like either team, it would be funny to me to watch a tie.
No,
like, haha, that would be great.
The fact that you can still tie in the NFL
is so stupid.
Stupid.
Somebody had a tie. Like, again, I haven't watched any NFL.
I think the Cowboys did at the beginning of the year.
Oh, that's right. The Cowgirls versus Green Bay or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good old Cowgirls.
Again, I haven't watched a single down of NFL football because I hate it, but I know that. I know that there was a tie and that it can happen.
So how do you feel about Arch? Do you like Arch? Do we not like Arch?
Yeah.
So we love him. So when he goes to the NFL, are you going to follow him in the NFL?
Probably won't watch.
You'll just never think about Arch ever again?
Probably won't watch.
Dang. That's unfortunate. Your boy Quinn, they're talking about like having him play for the Dolphins because we're so good. But then again, we beat the crap out of the Bills last week, apparently. But yeah, they were threatening to bench Tua and put Quinn in. Who knows?
I don't have an opinion on that. I thought Quinn was good too.
Yeah, I mean, he looks better now, right?
Mm.
He looks better this year than he did last year. I don't know. So, why haven't you called your boy Arch though to like try to like give him a
Just leaving him alone.
speech? Oh, okay.
Leaving him alone.
Okay. Like any pregame like text messages or anything planned?
Nah,
Nah.
he doesn't need me.
Okay.
I've done all I can do.
All right. I mean, just making sure. So Jamie, I got permission from Jamie. She texts back. She says Tim Tebow's a decent man. She believes he's a godly man, but it does not change the cringe factor for her. Can't get over it. Doesn't matter if he's the greatest human being that's ever walked the face of the earth. And I'm not saying he is, but she's still just the cringe factor. The voice, his voice just drives her that.
His voice and his
crazy.
little mouth.
His mouth? She says his mouth is too small?
Yeah, I think that's the other criticism she has of him.
Oh, now we're going to have to go back and actually watch it again and see how big his mouth is.
His mouth is too small.
Is your mouth too small? Has she ever commented on yours?
I don't think so.
Yeah. I'll have to ask
it must
her.
not be. She hasn't said you have a too small of a mouth.
She doesn't just like look at you with disdain and go, you're a small mouth man. Okay, well, that's good. It's good. That's so funny. Like, yeah, when she went on her little a little riff against old Tim Tebow there a couple weeks ago, it was like, whoa, okay, my bad. Touchy subject. Is there anybody else that like just sets her off irrationally, or just Tim Tebow?
Oh yeah, I couldn't name. I couldn't. I mean,
we don't have enough time
on the spot. I can't really name anybody. I can't think of.
So it's just Tim Tebow.
Yeah, it's mostly Tim Tebow, especially this time of year when he's on TV all the time.
Sure. So you got anybody that irrationally makes you mad?
Yes. Again, putting me on the spot.
So my wife, Anne Hathaway, she can't stand Anne Hathaway for some reason, and like I don't know why.
I think she's a great actress. This goes back to that conversation we had a long time ago about whether or not I would get along with people like Pink or Avril Lavigne, who I really, really like their music.
Yeah.
I can appreciate what you do, but I can also agree that we probably would not get along.
Sure. Absolutely.
Anne Hathaway, I think, is a great actress. I doubt very seriously that her and I would sit down at a table and agree on a lot of things.
See, that's not even it for Deanna. Deanna, like, if she feels about Anne Hathaway like Jamie feels about Tim Tebow, like she sees her and she's like, oh God. Oh God. Oh God.
Okay.
It's just, I don't think I have anybody like that. That just irrationally makes me upset. I do have something that I figured out makes me irrationally upset though. Very strange. You know, when you go to the bathroom, you wash your hands, right, in a public restroom, and they have the automated towel dispenser thing. Okay. You put your hand on it, spits it out. It gives you this much.
It gives you that much?
That is completely useless. Now, I have one of those in my garage, and you can determine how long you want it to spit out, right? It can be longer or shorter, but you're telling me that, hey, you want to save some money, so you want to do that. Cool, no problem. But get one that will spit another one out immediately. Because when I have to sit there and I'm like...
But have you figured out that most of them, once you get it moving, if you'll grab and just start pulling...
Yeah, but like, don't you think that messes up the gear inside?
I don't care.
Oh.
I could care less. It's not mine.
Okay.
And you're the one that did this. You set this thing to give me a 3-inch piece of paper...
Gave me more toilet paper than you gave me.
Yeah, no kidding. That's what I do. As soon as those things start moving, I start pulling, and most of them will let you get away with it.
Yeah, but like, I just feel like I'm going to mess up the gear inside. I'm like, I don't want to be the one responsible. Okay,
I don't care. I mean, and here's the other thing: is half of them don't work anyway.
Yeah,
you can run your hand all around it. It doesn't do anything.
The worst place ever, though, is always at the airport. The like where you go to wash your hands and the sensor just doesn't work, and you're like,
yes.
And you got like 5 guys at 5 different sinks, and only 2 of them are working. The rest of us are over there going, hey, like, how close do I have? And then it'll turn on. You're like, okay, and then it turns off. You move your hand so you can actually get water in your hand, and then it turns off. You're like,
right. Yes. I
took me 5 minutes to wash my hands.
Automatic sensors.
Like, you would think, I mean, because they started those like 20 years ago, right? Like, you would think that we could get those better by now.
They haven't gotten better.
They have not gotten any better. Just like Siri has not gotten any better, these automatic sensors for water to wash your hands have not gotten any better.
And the other thing, I'm going to have to blast the Dairy Queen franchise. the other thing that I will do if there are multiple of those stupid towel dispensers, within arm's reach, I'll get both of them going.
100%.
Well, in my travels, I frequent the Odom Dairy Queen, the one in Odom.
Where's Odom? I don't even know where Odom is.
There's one of those dispensers that hasn't worked for, I don't know, 4 years. It just doesn't work. And every time that I walk into that bathroom, I give it a check. It doesn't work.
So how often do you go to the Odom Dairy Queen? Because it is not close to where you live.
Probably once, but I go through Odom a lot
to
get to where the heck I'm going.
Okay, interesting.
Sinton, Refugio, Woodsboro, wherever.
Sure, sure.
Odom, for that matter, go to Odom a lot.
Sure, yeah.
Anyway, there's just one that doesn't work. Doesn't work.
That's annoying.
Okay, fix it or take it down.
Yeah, one of the two, right? One of the two.
Yeah,
that's hysterical.
My friend James Group, when we were in high school, this is a funny story. You remember, and they still have them. You punch the button, it blows hot air on your hands.
I hate those things.
I do, right. Everybody does.
No one's ever liked those.
Because you end up, and this was James's funny story. We were having supper somewhere, and he walked into the bathroom, and he comes out just dying. He's laughing really, really hard. And I said, "What the heck? What are you doing?" And he said, Somebody on the directions of the air blower. It says, number 1, punch the button. Number 2, rub your hands gently under the air blower. 3, wait until it finishes. Somebody had written in 4 and then scratched, wipe your hands on your pants.
Because that's the truth. That's the truth. Okay, so
that's right. James came out just dying laughing. It was the funniest
because
thing.
it's what's going to happen.
Because that's what you do.
It's because they never actually get dry. Like even like the Dyson ones that are super hard, like they just blow your skin around. They don't actually dry you. Like your skin's like flapping in the wind. But so I've gotten to the point where I won't even use those. I will wash my hands and just shake them like that, and then just walk out. And I just have wet hands.
If I know that that's what's in the restroom, I grab a big wad of napkins or a paper towel or whatever, jam in my back pocket, then go wash my hands, then
I just walk out with wet hands.
Napkins.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm just like whatever. Like it's or I'll wipe it on the back of my jeans. Like, but yeah, that's exactly what you do. Like, but you remember when those first came out, they were like, oh, this is to save the trees because we're all going to die of carbon dioxide poisoning because there's not enough oxygen because we're cutting down too many trees to use for paper towels.
Right. That doesn't seem to be a thing anymore.
It doesn't seem to be a thing because like you see brand new bathrooms being built with paper towels in them. So I don't know. So again, I have a paper towel dispenser, automatic one that's above the sink in my garage, right? And I can make like the paper towel that comes out, it's like that long. It's great. Like you can make it as long as you want. You can make it you can make it come out faster or slower. Like you can set all that stuff. So quit messing with us, people. Just give us what we need. We need it.
I know. That's just rude. I've never confirmed up until just now what you just said that those places can set how much, and I would assume it's on time or whatever.
Yes. I mean, surely if mine that I got from Sam's
I will
can
not
do it.
Go back to your restaurant if that's what you're printing me out is a 2-inch, 3 inches of paper towel. I'm not coming back there.
Well, the best is when it's like 2 or 3 inches of paper towel that is like the least absorbent material you've ever known to man too. And I'm just like, how am I supposed to dry my hands with that? Again, at that point, just don't put it on the wall and just tell me I have to shake my hands. I will be happier.
While they have the employee instructions up on the mirror of you have to wash and dry your hands.
But you can't dry your hands, but you have to wash them. So good luck. Let me know how that works.
Good luck.
Gosh, that's funny. I'm glad I'm not like I came out of I don't even remember where we were. It was wherever we were over the weekend. for Annabelle's soccer, and I came out, I was just like, I'm done. This pisses me off. Like, I'm just done. Maybe I just got old enough that I'm just like a grumpy old man now, but I'm like, this is so annoying. I'm irrationally pissed off about the fact that I had to sit there and do like 5 times to get 10 inches worth of paper towel that didn't really absorb anything. I still had to wipe it on my pants. Like, come on. This is just dumb.
Step 5, dry your hands on your pants.
Like, get 32 paper towels. Don't you throw them away, and your hands are still just as wet as when you started. It just pushes the water around. It doesn't actually dry it.
Right.
Gosh, that's funny. That's funny. Anyway, I'm glad that you agree with me on that, because I was like, I think I'm insane, because this is upsetting to me. Yeah. So, yeah.
But we still disagree on left-handed,
because that's just dumb. Driving. Like, it's just dumb. The one is like a plight against society. Like, you're trying to bring civilized society to his knees, to be honest. And the other one is just a weirdo who only drives with his left hand. Like, sorry, but you're the weird one. Like, why are you going to try to take, America to his knees with, saving 5 inches of paper towels, folks? Like, so if you own a restaurant or a gas station, don't do it. Just give me what I need, because I'm going to take it anyway. And now, frankly, I'm probably just going to start pulling it out like you do. But, also, if you own a gas station that is on a major thoroughfare, like an interstate, why would you not just have the cleanest bathrooms in the world? Because I will actually go to only places that have nice bathrooms. There was a place on the way up to San Antonio that was just built, that finished this year. And within 2 months of it being open, because, again, we go all the time, we were stopping there because, hey, it's brand new. The bathrooms are clean. Like, let's go there. Within 2 months, the bathrooms were disgusting. And I'm like, really? Well, I'm just never coming back.
I think I probably know the place that you're talking about. It's right across the highway from, it's not far from where Trace's house is.
Okay, yeah.
Is it Pleasanton?
Yeah.
I know which one you're talking about.
It's just like why? Like, why are we doing that? That just doesn't make any sense at all. The bathrooms are disgusting now. So, again, if I had a gas station, I would do the Buc-ee's model. And it doesn't necessarily have to be enormous, but it's going to be the cleanest bathrooms. So that way you want to stop here on your way to wherever it is that you're going and use the bathroom and then buy all the stuff.
That's, most times it's probably the wife in the car or the woman in the car that's saying, we need to stop.
Yep.
We're not stopping at that one because the bathroom was destroyed in it the last time. We're going to drive another 10 miles to one that looks like it probably would be good. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Like, some of these bathrooms, like, and again, I don't understand how guys cannot make it into a urinal. Like, I don't understand. I can't figure that one out. But standing in 1/8 of an inch of urine because you guys don't want to clean it up, no, it's gross. Like, thanks, but no thanks, folks. So yeah, like, just clean your bathrooms, guys. Like, and back when I had, the only time that I was the only one in charge of bathrooms in a retail space was back when I had the liquor store when I was 20 years old, right? Guess what? That bathroom wasn't nice because it was a super old building, but that bathroom was always clean.
Clean.
Always. Like, I went in as a 20-year-old and was like, yeah, because I don't want to be in a nasty bathroom either. Like, I know my clients and my customers don't want to. Just lazy. Anyway, all right. So I'm done with bathroom stuff. Anyway, what else we got?
I'm froze.
Do you remember when we did that first podcast and you just be like, it's just not talk. I was telling somebody about that the other day. Like, again, somebody that found out that I do a podcast. They're like, well, like, the thing I think would be difficult is the back and forth. I was like, oh no, the first episode or so, like, Clay, like, bro, you gotta talk, man. Yeah, gotta talk. Not a problem now.
No,
but God, it was funny.
I just gotta know things to talk about. It's been a slow news week. It
has been. It's been a slow news week, and all I've done is work in kids sports. So almost done with the kids sports for a month or so. God, it'll be nice. Just relax a little bit at night instead of running to practice. Looking forward to it. All right. I didn't got nothing else, though.
Cool.
Hey, that was funny. That was good.
4907.
4907. Jamie will be happy.
Yep.
Jamie will be happy. All right, everybody. Thanks for listening. Catch you next week.
Bye, everybody.